why ishowspeed should have failed, but he in fact it did
There
not
are
fail. He's
streamers.
actually one of the biggest
There are
streamers.
influencers. And then there's Speed. This isn't normal. This isn't some content creator moment. This is Michael Jackson fame, screaming fans,
Okay,
security.
okay. Let's relax. It's not MJ level yet. He's big. He's big. I wouldn't say MJ.
Guards being overrun, people crying just from being near him. His name, ishowspeed, has become bigger than the platform that birthed it. He's not just
Nah,
part of
for
the
real.
culture,
MJ is
he is
stretching
the
it.
culture. But what if I told you none of this was guaranteed? What if I told you that all of it, the streaming career, the audience, the global phenomenon, almost never happened?
Okay. Now put it into context. MJ had like renown across the globe before the internet fucking existed. He would go places and people would pass out just from him showing up and from him doing performances before the internet existed. I feel like if I show speed going to different countries and getting attention is like impressive, it's because he has like an online platform. Like, of course, people from different countries are gonna see it, but MJ was doing that shit pre-internet.
But y'all, man, just pray for me, dog. That's all I want y'all to do is just pray for me, man. Hopefully everything just goes right. But some people it's just over with, man.
Darren Jason Watkins Jr. was born on January 21st, 2005 in Cincinnati, Ohio. From the very beginning, life at home wasn't exactly picture perfect. His parents split up when he was still a kid, and it wasn't a quiet or easy separation. One account even claims that his father fought for custody and lost. That only made things harder. Darren was already growing up in a rough neighborhood, surrounded by distractions, tension, and the kind of pressure most kids never talk about.
I had a lot of fights, you know, I seen a lot of stuff.
That's how you got fast.
Yeah, but I'm kind of glad I grew up in a place where I didn't see it, because like, it's not a lot of stuff in Cincinnati.
School wasn't easy either. Darren was never the quiet kid sitting in the back of the class. He was loud, animated, and always looking for a laugh. The kind of kid who would crack a joke in the middle of a lecture just to break the silence.
Wait, he's a freshman in 2019? Speed the same age as me? Oh, nah, that's crazy, bro. I didn't even realize.
He wasn't shy about being the center of attention.
Yo, Speed is the same age as me. That's so fucking crazy.
In fact, he thrived on it. To some, he was the class clown. To others, he was just entertaining. But either way, he stood out.
I was just a troll. I used to dance, like in the talent shows. Yeah, these girls won.
They beat you?
Outside the classroom, Darren poured his energy into sports. He wasn't just active, he was talented. During his freshman year at Purcell Marion High School, he played both football and basketball, quickly gaining a reputation for his speed on the field. Fast enough, in fact, to earn the nickname that would later define him, Speed. He embraced it fully, and with the same bold confidence that fueled his streams later on, he once even claimed he was a 4- or 5-star football recruit.
I was, but like nobody know, but I was like a 4-star, 5-star. I was a 4-star, 5-star.
Whether or not that was true didn't really matter.
Speed. I fucking love your genes, but like Speed got insane genes, but I gotta boast a little too. I gotta boast a little. Like, Speed, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm up there with you. We need to race. Me and Speed need to race, bro. I did fucking track. I did track my junior senior year, bro. I got solid athleticism too, bro. I need to flex on Speed a little bit, bro. He is insanely athletic, like super fucking athletic. But hey, I got better muscle genes than him. That's for sure. Working out the same time as him, I got way better definition than him. So, you know, gotta flex that a little bit.
What did matter was that Darren was fiercely competitive. He loved to win. He needed to win, and that hunger would follow him far beyond the field. Darren grew up playing video games every chance he got. From NBA 2K to Fortnite, gaming wasn't just a hobby, it was an escape. Like a lot of kids his age, he looked up to the biggest names on YouTube and Twitch. One of his early inspirations was Ninja, the Fortnite icon who made streaming look like a dream job. Darren saw that and thought, why not me?
Got somebody in the stream already? Okay.
Nah, bro. Back in Ninja's day, even up to like last year, I always thought streaming was corny as hell. Even bro, beginning of this year, when I was starting the YouTube shit, I was like, I don't know if I could really stream. That just seems kind of like cringy, but hey, I mean, here we are.
He later recalled going to his mom sometime around 6th grade and saying it out loud for the first time, "Mom, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a streamer."
I just love I love games, and I love to like be myself and like play games and just live a life, you know, just like that. And I told my mom at 12 years old, at 11 years old, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a streamer.
Despite all odds, Darren held on to that dream. While most kids his age were just figuring out middle school, he was already planning his future online. In 2016, at just 11 years old, he created his first YouTube channel. A year later, in December 2017, he uploaded his very first video. It wasn't flashy, it wasn't viral, but it was the start. By the next year, he took a step further. He went live. One of his earliest live streams in 2018 was him playing Fortnite to a grand total of 1 or 2 viewers. But to Darren, that one viewer meant everything. It was proof.
That's all it is. When it starts, even just one viewer, that shit is nice. Glad to have you in here, Wi-Fi. I'm about to start multi-streaming too. I'm about to start multi-streaming, so I'm about to start streaming on YouTube starting from tomorrow.
Someone was out there, proof that this wasn't a waste of time. And then came 2020, the year that changed everything.
That's pretty much when my life changed. I sparked that first stream up. I gained 2 viewers, or was it one? It was the one of 2 viewers, and that viewer made me keep going. And each day and more, week 2, I started averaging 4 viewers. Week 3, 8 viewers. Week 4, 20 viewers. So on and so on and so on. So
Okay, in a couple of weeks, that's impressive.
Darren made a decision that most 15-year-olds wouldn't even consider. As a high school sophomore, he chose to give streaming 100% of his effort.
I kind of gave up on school. I kind of gave up on everything that I had to my old life and just put everything onto my stream. I streamed every day. I didn't care about nothing else but YouTube, streaming.
Of course, a decision like that came with consequences. Darren's grades began to slip, and it didn't take long for his mother to notice. Imagine being a parent and watching your 15-year-old son abandon school to spend all his time streaming video games. Most parents would panic, and his mom was no different. She was concerned, frustrated, and completely against the direction he was heading. From her perspective, this wasn't a career, it was a distraction. Meanwhile, Darren's tiny channel was slowly beginning to gain traction. And then, almost out of nowhere, a clip from one of his live streams ended up on World Star Hip Hop.
It was on Warstar. You remember Warstar, right? It didn't go viral. It had like maybe 30,000 viewers. So my dad showed my mom.
30,000 is viral speed. Oh my, that's pretty viral.
Mom seen the video. She was like, "What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Why is everybody talking about you like online, blah, blah, blah?" Because it was like hate comments. So she kicked me out.
Kicked you out of where?
For context, at the time that clip hit World Star, Speed's channel was still small. He maybe had a couple thousand subscribers, nothing crazy. He was averaging around 20 live viewers per stream, grinding in obscurity, chasing a dream that hadn't paid off yet. But to his mom, that clip going semi-viral was less exciting and more alarming.
I seen the video, then he told my mother, then I had to quit YouTube. At the time, I had 5,000 subs too. And 100 viewers, I was like, man, I can't quit YouTube, bro. My mama didn't want me to do YouTube no more because she seen the video, and the video was just, oh my God, bro.
His mom confronted him. She was upset, confused, and embarrassed. "What are you doing? Why is everybody talking about you online?" To her, the World Star clip wasn't a breakthrough. It was a warning sign. People she didn't know were watching her son, commenting on him, judging him. That wasn't something she ever asked for, and it made her feel exposed. The incident was the last straw. She issued an ultimatum: quit streaming or get out. You can't do this in my house. Just like that, Darren was forced to make an impossible choice. Try to put yourself in his shoes. He's 14 or 15, finally finding something he's passionate about, something he's actually good at. And now, his own mother is demanding he throw it all away.
Okay, like, I get how his mom is kind of feeling, but like kicking him out over that it's a little nutty, bro. Don't you think? I mean, it's not like he's doing drugs or fucking in a gang, bro. You're gonna kick him out because he just happens to have a clip that went viral after streaming? It's a little OD.
Or like, you can't do this in my house. So I'm like, I'm out.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I'm out. You know, like I was already averaging like 20 viewers. I had like 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs.
You're right.
I'm already going, so I'm like.
Fortunately, Darren didn't back down. He didn't let the pressure, the arguments, or even being kicked out stop him. If he had, there would be no ishowspeed today. No record-breaking streams, no viral chaos, no global fan base. He made the choice to keep chasing his dream, even when it meant walking away from the only home he knew. And people took notice, as his story began to spread. It will never make sense how any parent can put down their child like that. Poor Speed, glad he has his dad who is supportive with what he does. I heard that his mom even kicked him out at the age of 14. That's why he had to live with his dad. After being kicked out,
I wonder how his mom feels about his little brother streaming now.
Darren moved north to live with his dad in Detroit, Michigan. It was a drastic change. New city, new household, and most importantly, no strict mom watching over his shoulder. For the first time, he had real freedom. His dad didn't set limits on his streaming. He didn't tell him to keep the volume down or turn it off at a certain hour. He let Darren do his thing, and for someone like Speed, that meant everything.
Then I kept going. My dad didn't really care. My dad let me. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my mom, too.
Now, he could stream whenever he wanted, say whatever he wanted, and chase the dream without interruption. But that freedom came at a cost. He was alone, isolated, far from his old friends, far from anything familiar. It was the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with opportunity, but also loneliness. Those were some of the darkest days of Darren's young life. Alone in a new city, far from his old world. The silence hit hard, but he didn't quit. He kept streaming, even when barely anyone was watching. And slowly, it started to work. By early 2021, his channel was gaining a few hundred subscribers a week, and more importantly, he was building a small but loyal community that believed in him, even when few others did. But even as his channel began to grow, Darren's mother still wasn't happy. She didn't care about the rising numbers or the loyal fan base. She cared about one thing, school. She was adamant that he finish his education and graduate no matter what. Eventually, the pressure reached a breaking point. Speed had no choice. He had to move back home.
Whoa, nah, that's kind of OD. Shout out to Speed though, like he really got his shit off the muscle. I remember a couple of years ago, like I probably hated on him a little OD because I was like, yo, he's just loud as fuck, he's just weird as fuck, and people say the same shit about Kai. But I mean, if it's really just to the point where like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Like it is what it is. But like respect to him for getting off the muscle. Like people will hate and say he's just loud, he's weird as hell. He does gooner shit. Again, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But he built his growth off of being him. So that's why he's making bread, and you're probably not.
My mom was like, hell no. You know, she put a stop to it. She called my dad. Then I moved back in with my mom for my junior year.
Okay.
So I gained my credit for my sophomore year and my junior, because my mom, she was on it. She put me on online class. But anyways, I got into my online class. My mom locked me in because she wanted me to get my diploma. So she locked me back in, but you know, I made my ways and I graduated.
Speed was now back in Cincinnati, living under his mother's roof and attending school again. He was streaming too, this time while balancing graduation requirements. But even as his success skyrocketed, things at home remained tense. He tried to make it work, going live right after dinner around 8 p.m., hoping to squeeze in a few good hours before curfew. Still, his mom often grew irritated. The deeper he dove into his content, the more resistance he faced. And as his subscriber count exploded, gaining nearly 100,000 subscribers per day and hitting milestones most creators only dream of, it didn't get easier. The moments that were supposed to be celebrations turned into confrontations. Under her roof, he had the numbers, the fans, and the momentum, but not the freedom to fully enjoy any of it.
Well, my mama's so tired. We're in the stream right now, y'all. Just sub up, y'all. I swear to God, chat. Hey, man, I love y'all boys, man. I love y'all boys, bro. You know what, bro? I'm not about to let a... You know what? 672! 672! Mom, come on.
I don't give a f.
All right, okay, all right.
I don't give a f.
All right.
I'm gonna be on the recording. And embarrass your ass.
This is embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. That was embarrassing. I don't even want to get hyped no more. That was embarrassing. But you know what, Chad? I'm sorry. I gotta end this.
Imagine hitting a milestone that millions dream of, only to be met with silence. No hug, no excitement, not even a simple congratulations.
Y'all, I apologize. We couldn't celebrate.
Oh, I remember that clip. Oh, I remember that clip. Yo, oh, that's yeah. It's been a minute since that's actually crazy, man. Not like L moms, but that's sad, bro.
Celebrate this special how we usually do, man. I really apologize from the bottom of my heart, man. I just got done used to me turning out, man. I really wish we could just celebrate our special how we usually do, man.
And it only got worse. For a kid trying
That's
to help his
super sad.
family, being ignored in his biggest moments wasn't just painful, it was crushing.
Hey, Mom, come here. Hey, 100K.
Boy, I'm doing a recording. Congratulations.
Hey, 100K.
All right, congratulations.
What? Just a congratulations.
I gotta do my own job.
Nah. Here he's rage baiting, bro. Nah, right here, Speed is rage baiting. Nah, that's what he's fucked though. That's what he's fucked.
Big milestones like that are a dream for most people, but when her own son achieved it, she barely reacted. Sometimes it's hard for a
I mean, like to be fair to her, bro, she's like she old head, bro. Like if I told my parents I had this amount of whatever on whatever platform, they have no perspective of what that means because they're not on the internet like that. Like
parent to understand something they never saw as possible.
Mom, come on. She always much I you know what I'm some real shit. Like I'm really I'm tired of it. I can't get hot. You know what, Chad?
She would even cut off his internet without warning.
Mom, get out! So now my mom wanna come off the internet now? My mom wanna come off the internet? My mom wanna
got
cut
a
off
big
the
ass
internet.
nose.
While I'm sitting here on YouTube doing what I love to do. You see how that sound? So why you cut off the internet?
Quit cussing. You know why? I asked you to quit cussing, quit cussing. Quit cussing.
It came off as hypocritical. She'd yell at him for cussing while doing the exact same thing in front of him and millions watching. At the end of the day, kids learn from what they see, and the environment shapes them just as much as the rules do. Speed deserves better. He respects his mom so much but does not get the support he deserves. He is the best streamer I know and has the biggest grind on YouTube at the moment. Keep your head up, bro. Don't stress yourself over this. W. Speed. Imagine if Speed lived with his dad instead of his mom's. On Mother's Day, Speed picked up the phone and called her, just to say Happy Mother's Day and tell her he loved her.
Hello?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say Happy Mother's Day, Mom, and I love you so much.
That fact that his mom just hung up.
What? Bro, what? Okay, I was holding out on speaking on it because I don't want to like bash his mom, but that's like what? Are we dead ass, bro? Nah, that's L moms. Come on.
Up on him like that was so sad though. His mom appeared on more occasions.
Guys, chill.
Will you chill?
Stop.
I mean it. No, you stop.
I'm not in the mood right now, Ma. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood right now. I
mean, bro, like he still got, bro. Speed is still doing so good for the fact that he had to deal with all this shit, bro. Like this guy is actually insane, man. He's really built different.
I didn't cuss.
He had all the reasons to become a villain, and yet here he is. Just one of the biggest streamers, bro.
Okay. Ah, bro, what is you doing?
Quit cussing.
Dang, man. No, I'm talking about the game. Be quiet. Be quiet. It's 8:23. It's 8:24 p.m. This is the reason. Chat, if y'all wonder why I start my streams early, it's because of her. Cause she got a rule of saying be quiet. Everybody need to be quiet at 11 o'clock p.m. So basically, nobody can make noise at 11 o'clock p.m. What? No, 30. Yeah. It's summertime. No.
Real, ma. My own mama don't love me. My motherfucking mama, ma.
Until he finally
That last clip is probably like a scare.
decided to move.
I've been living with my mother, you know what I'm saying, for a very long time. So chat, I will be officially, for the first time in my life, I'll be moving out of my mother, and I'll be living on my own. For the first
Yeah, bro, he got bread. You got bread now at this point. He got motion. He definitely
time in
moved
my
up.
life.
After years of streaming out of a cramped room under his mother's rules, Speed finally had freedom. No curfews, no interruptions. He could be as loud, wild, and unapologetically himself as he wanted. But truthfully, his channel had already taken off before that. In April 2021, he had just 100,000 subscribers. 2 months later, he'd passed 1 million. The momentum was unreal. Even before moving out, he had built a fan base in the millions. But one of the biggest turning points in his journey, it came from a moment no one saw coming. A simple £1.79 donation from a kid named Bradley.
Bradley donated £1.79 through Super Chat. What soccer football team do you support?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey. Simple as that, bro.
That tiny £1.79 donation came with a simple question, and it changed everything. It pulled Speed into an entirely new world outside of America. Think about the difference in audience size between the Super Bowl and the FIFA World Cup. That's the scale we're talking about. Just by being a fanboy of Cristiano Ronaldo, Speed opened the floodgates to a massive global audience that loved his reactions, his chaos, his authenticity.
Okay. See, now and here's where it goes. Bro, Speed is athletic as fuck, bro. You need better coordination, bro.
His soccer streams,
I will say this though, Messi better than Ronaldo.
wild celebrations, and off-the-wall energy weren't just living on YouTube. They were flooding TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Suddenly, Speed wasn't just a YouTuber. He was viral, everywhere. Celebrities were noticing, fans were multiplying, and then he met Ronaldo himself. It didn't stop there. He dropped music, performed live, released the World Cup song that charted better than most full-time artists. He went on tour, visited multiple countries, and broke records, like pulling over 1 million live viewers in Indonesia. With over 40 million YouTube subscribers today, there's no question, Speed has become a global celebrity. And the wildest part? He never forgot where it started. The kid who got kicked out at 14 still talks about his mom with love.
Probably just buy my mom a house. It's probably like I was never like a guy like, oh, I really love my mom. You know, she, even now to this day, she still supports me. She still does her little mom talks. You know, I love the mom talks,
Right.
you know, of her yapping.
And no matter how rocky the road was, we can't deny one thing. His mother ended up proud of the boy she once doubted.
Man, oh man, streamer of the year. That's a crazy one, but look, I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank my management team. I want to thank my team, my cameraman, my mom, my dad, everybody, you know, and it's more to come, you know, so, but I love y'all boys.
I mean, hey, that's why I show Speed succeeded even when he should have failed, bro. Shout out to Speed. That's actually like he's such an impressive person. Again, not the type of content I watch, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. Just his work ethic and his story is definitely inspiring, though. That's for sure. I mean, hey, if he could do it, why not you and me? That being said, bro, take care, stay blessed. I love you. God loves you. If you're on the YouTube, pull up to the Twitch streams. Already know.